Man, it's hard to believe, but it is already September 10th, and deer season is just a couple days away. I couldn't be more excited. You know, there's anticipation of this week all year long, just waiting to get back in a tree and have that opportunity to sit out there and just enjoy the outdoors. And that's what it's all about for me, and that's what we're doing this week. We are headed to Bass Pro Shops headquarters right now in Springfield, Missouri, and we're picking up an all-new Tracker 1756. It's going to be an awesome all-around boat. It's going to be released later this month here in September. Hopefully you guys are already watching this video, and hopefully we've had a successful hunt at that point with that boat, and that's so cool to me. I mean, just surreal, honestly, that I'm having this opportunity. But you know, over the course of my career, I've fished a lot on the upper Mississippi River, and I've always kind of dreamed of going up there and trying to kill, you know, a deer on public land. And so we're going to do that this week. We're taking this all-new Tracker 1756. We're headed to the upper Mississippi River, and we're going to rip around for a couple days, do some scouting, and hopefully find a good area, and maybe have a successful hunt. But either way, the success won't be defined as whether or not we kill something or not. It is going to be a lot of fun. Just to get up there, probably do a little fishing along the way, and just enjoy the week, man. I've been, like I said, looking forward to this all year long, and it's going to be an awesome experience to start out the season. But this year we're going to travel to several different states, mainly hunting public land, but we're going to mix in a couple farms that I have permission on here and there, and I also have some leases down in Texas that we'll probably be doing a little hunting on. But the off season for me is just a time to kind of reflect and just really kind of get rooted again. It seems like every year, you know, the hustle and bustle of fishing professionally, traveling, you know, and just the tempo of that, just trying to be competitive at the highest level of professional bass fishing, it takes a toll on you. And by the end of the year, I am ready for some peace and quiet and sit in a deer stand and just kind of just decompress, I would say. And so of course I say that, and then I end up getting just as wound up about deer hunting as I obviously am, and I don't really relax a whole lot, and you guys will see that through the course of this season. But man, it's gonna be a fun ride. I appreciate you guys watching, and let's go get this boat picked up. Let's get rolling. We are pulling into headquarters here. We're gonna meet up with Chris Booker, who's the product development manager for White River Marine. He's gonna give us a rundown on the 1756 we're picking up. All right, so this is gonna be our first look at the 1756 Marsh, and we got Chris Booker here. He's a product development manager for White River, and he's gonna give us a rundown on this deal. Man, I am fired up about this. Check this bad boy out.
So this is the Marsh 1756 Tracker, the newest addition to our duck boat lineup. And with this, we got a 17-foot boat, 56-inch bottom, about a 76-inch beam at the midpoint. The beam's a little far forward so that when you run the timber, if the front fits, so do the back. You're not going to get stuck running in between trees.
That's
like
handy to know.
Or something, right? Yeah. So some of the big features, we got a 125 hull, so 125 thousandths thickness there, where traditionally most duck boats are going to be 100 thou. One of the big defining features is up front on the nose of this boat. We got a 3-inch Schedule 40 bull bar. So this is about as heavy duty as they come, and it's nestled into the hull and at a decent V to where you can glance off stuff. Got an Outrigger Outdoors LED front light. We're currently set up with a Minn Kota Ultrex 24 volt, 80 pound thrust. Want to make sure you can still fish.
We can put a Garmin on that.
I should have even said that.
You're good.
So
we had to make a little adjustment as a construction crew decided they want to fix a light.
Yeah. So back here we got the step transom design, very similar to what is currently on the 1650T Prairie Wings edition. But we got the Gator Tail GTR 40 surface drive mud motor.
And this boat is available with just regular outboard as well.
Yeah, we're available with 40 horsepower Mercury 4-stroke and 60 horsepower Mercury 4-stroke. So with this, we can kind of jump up into the interior, but we do have this really cool offset side, right? Just keeping the spray down, but also getting that extra storage. The trailer's got these really good steps on it. This is one of my favorite features, being a big guy. It makes it easy for me to just up and in the boat we go. So all welded construction, all aluminum. We have extra large gun box that locks over here. So you can put all your shotguns or any kind of tackle, anything you want to do with it, right? Depending on what time of year it is.
Yeah, because I'm definitely planning on catching a bass out of this thing this week.
There we go. And then up here, this is one of the features that's really unique to Tracker, is we have this 90-degree transition lid. This allows us, you know, in this situation, we have easy access to our batteries, chargers, throw some life jackets and gear in there, or you know, if it's hunting season and you don't want the trolling motor in the boat, then you can throw whatever kind of gear you need in here, but you got easy access.
Put a whole decoy
right?
bag in there.
Yeah, exactly. Up front here, this was a cool feature for the new boat. This has a lift-off lid, so no trolling motor. You have a day box storage area. When the trolling motor pedals in it, now you don't have to be up on one leg all day, just like fishing out your nitro. Another cool feature inside the boat here, this is kind of our catch-all tackle tray, or just, you know, if you're in here duck hunting too, right?
Catch-all everything.
Drinks, yeah. It's whatever you need. I've fished out of this boat quite a bit, and man, I throw everything over there. New addition from the 1650 to the 17 is we got rear seat storage now. So we got the triangle boxes. These are undermounted, so you got quite a bit of room in here. They're like 13 inches deep with lockdown latches. And then we got our electrical panel here as well.
Yeah.
Big access to the bilge area. We got twin seat pedestals in the back for left and right driving locations. And one up on the bow deck as well.
Heck yeah. Now, only thing we got left to do is go put some blood on this thing. What you think?
I'm ready. Let's go.
I'm ready too. Let's go.
All right.
We are northbound and down, man. Just got a little traffic here in Kansas City, but we got about a 9-hour trip total. Not too bad. We'll be there a little bit late this afternoon, but we've got all day tomorrow to scout and all day on Friday to scout and get ready. So I'm fired up about it and looking forward to it. We got a little bit of warmer weather moving in this weekend, so we'll see how it goes, but we're gonna have a good time either way. All right, we got us a good night's sleep. Got in about 10:30 last night, and we're about to go hit the river, do some scouting, and we're gonna try this bad boy out. I can't wait to get this boat on the water and do some scouting, try to find a good area. So my buddy Russell's coming in, and he's gonna be helping me get some content with the boat, but also he's probably gonna film with me for a couple days. So I gotta kind of try to find a situation where him and I can both get in a tree and hopefully have a successful hunt. But either way, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's a beautiful day. We've got a warming trend coming. It's definitely gonna be a lot warmer over the next couple of days than it has been. So I'm not sure how that's gonna affect deer movement. Definitely probably gonna slow them down a little bit, but it's gonna be fun either way. I can't wait to get out there. Season is finally here, and that's the most important thing. We're about to go enjoy the outdoors and spend some time in the woods. Let's get to it. We're out here looking around finally. Man, it is so beautiful out here. Gosh almighty. It's so beautiful. Leaves are kind of starting to turn colors. It's crazy. It's still summertime at home. But we found a couple areas with a lot of deer sign. I mean, a lot of deer sign. But the problem is, there is not many trees to get in these areas. They're just real swampy, and the trees that are there are huge cottonwoods. And I'm just, I haven't found an area that I feel like I can get set up in and really get one shot, especially with two people in a tree, because Russell's going to be with me. So, you know, it takes a lot of, it takes a special spot, you know, to have the right stuff that you're looking for and have a tree that you can get in with the right wind that we're going to have. We're going to have a southeast wind for the next few days. So we got to take all that into consideration, and, you know, a lot of variables, right? But man, it's a beautiful day. We're seeing a lot of deer sign, and the boat's running great. I absolutely love this thing. This is awesome. Being able to get back in these little areas, not have to worry about anything with this mud motor. It's been great. So we're gonna keep looking. This particular area is beautiful, and definitely plenty of trees we can get in. Easy access. The wind's gonna be right. And there's a lot of deer tracks in here. There's some good trails and stuff, but it's not nearly as marshy, swampy as the other areas I looked at. I'm having trouble, like, everything in here is like maple and cottonwoods. I haven't found any oak trees. So I'm trying to find some acorn trees. And I guarantee you there's not a lot of them, it seems like. So if you can find one, it's going to be right. I will buy stock in Thermacell this week, because they are next level. But it's going to be worth it. Last night we had some rain move through the area, which is good because I feel like it kind of washed away some of our scent and stuff in some of the areas that I've been scouting yesterday. And we got a little wind this morning. It's a little bit cooler than what we anticipated. The high is not as high as they said it was gonna get. It was saying they were gonna get in like the mid 80s, but it's actually only gonna get to about 81 today. So I don't know what happened, but good Lord above them must send us some cold weather, because it was supposed to be like really hot. So I'm excited about it. It's a little bit of wind. It's going to kind of cover us getting in there, hopefully. And maybe we can slip in there and get one shot this morning. We're going to a spot where there's a white oak tree and it's dropping some acorns, and there's a ton of deer tracks and sign where they've been feeding underneath that thing. So we're going to slip in there and have us a good morning. Whether or not we see anything or not, it'll still be a fine morning. Just enjoy some time in the woods, man. Let's get rocking and rolling. It's opening morning here in Minnesota, September 13th. It is a beautiful morning. We got a perfect wind. We got acorns falling all around us. Pretty good scenario. Only thing we've killed so far, though, is a few mosquitoes. They are atrocious. They ain't got no quit in them. Thermacell going, so it's keeping them down some, but Russell and I are both in this tree and we're fighting them off, trying to be still. But we got a perfect scenario, perfect wind, so we're gonna sit tight and enjoy the morning. It's hard to beat it. I love it. Was an absolute struggle. My daggum strap for my platform was just a little too short for this big freaking tree. The story of my life was a little too short. I fought that thing and I fought that thing. Gosh dog it. But I went ahead and just put my other stick up here, so I'm standing on my stick. noise getting in here. It's a little bit more effort than what I was hoping for. We'll just sit and wait now. Standing on this stick ain't the most comfortable thing in the world. But it'd be worth it if a big old buck comes down here to this water hole. I know one thing. When it gets dark, we are going to have to make a mad dash to the boat. And it's going to be hell on earth with all these mosquitoes. I'm going to have to reevaluate my mosquito plan because that thermocell, I need a thermocell booster. I'm to the point where I damn near spray all fall over me. 10 out of 10, don't recommend that. That was miserable. Couldn't get in the tree like I wanted to. Couldn't get out. I was standing on my freaking stick. And them mosquitoes wasn't even phased by the thermocell. And it dawned on me, I was like, even if we shoot one, we ain't got no off. Like, we ain't got nothing to go put on to go trail one. Like, I'm not prepared. I'm white flag for this afternoon. Like, dude, that was bad. Like, they were so bad. Mosquitoes were terrible. And that walking in, like, I thought I was gonna just walk on the bank, but it got deep right there and I didn't realize it. So we had to go up through the freaking briars and stinging whatever the hell that is. I don't know what that is up here, but they got some freaking little leafy things that grow up off the ground that sting like hell. Thankfully it goes away pretty quick, but damn, it's not fun. We ain't going through it. We out on that. Regroup tomorrow. I'm gonna have a little bit better game plan, a little bit better mosquito antidote. I'm out. Alright guys, Monday morning, September 15th. Not a lot of action over the weekend. It's been super hot. Deer just aren't traveling very far distances right now. They're getting up, they're eating, and they're laying back down. It's just hot. That's all there is to it. It got really cool last week, and we're on that post full moon phase where the deer I just don't feel like they're moving a whole lot right now. It got really cool last week, so that kind of got them going a little bit, but then it's right back to summertime. So combination of those couple things made it pretty tough, but we're gonna slip out here this morning in an area I'm really excited about getting to and hunting. I tried to hunt it yesterday afternoon, but there was literally like a party going on in the sandbar about 200 yards away, and I don't think it like ran the deer off. I think they were just probably laid up and probably weren't moving at all, and that's just part of it. I mean, they hear boats go by every day. They hear those things every week. You know, I mean, that's nothing new to these deer. But it probably wasn't going to result in a successful hunt for me yesterday afternoon, so I backed out. But this morning, we're going to slip in there, see if we can see what's making some of this sign in there. And if it don't work out, it don't work out. We're going to enjoy the morning either way and probably go fishing. I've got my couple fishing poles with me, and we're going to hunt for a few hours. We're going to go fishing and enjoy the day. Alright, we're just getting back to the boat here, and kick these boots off. We're gonna throw some tennis shoes on, and we're going fishing. See if we can catch some smallmouth this morning. It's about 9 o'clock. A couple hours till it gets hot. We're gonna enjoy the morning. It was beautiful in there. Just didn't see anything. I don't know. It's just it's that time of year, you know. But still hopeful that we can make it happen. I'm gonna try to slip back in there this afternoon. Man, maybe see if we can get one up moving around. But for the next couple hours, we're gonna try to catch us some fish. Cool. I got to watch him eat it. That was awesome. Just a little guy. That was pretty cool. I seen him up there chasing some bait. Took me a few casts. He had a bite. A little smallmouth. Well, we have more activity fishing already than we did deer stand. Really, you know, this time of year up here, the fishing gets pretty dang good. Probably should have been fishing to begin with, but I've been excited about getting in a tree all year, so I had to give it a shot. I don't mind catching some fish too now. There we go. Now we're talking. Look at that. Man, that's a nice one. See, like, so all the smallmouth, they're on the north, like all of the smallmouth are on the upside of all these wing dams in the current, and then the largemouth are on the downside of the wing dams. It's kind of cool to see how the different species relate to current. Smallmouth seem to be they want to be up there in that current, and the largemouth just kind of sit just out of it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a little better there. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. That is a fine smallmouth right there. Look at that, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Man, that's a pretty fish. This morning, you know, we just weren't seeing nothing, and it's warm. I can't believe I'm still in this hoodie, but I said, shoot, man, it's a beautiful morning. Let's just go out and try to catch some fish, and that's what we've done. Catching some smallmouth everywhere we pulled up. We've caught smallmouth, caught one nice largemouth, but mainly just fishing these wing dams. This boat is so awesome, just drafting around super shallow, getting up on these little shallow flat sandbars and looking for the little eddies and the current and stuff, and it's just a blast. And this place is just so beautiful. I have no idea how many eagles we've seen. There's a bald eagle right over there right now eating on a fish or something, and there's another one sitting in the tree above him. I mean, they're just everywhere, and the wildlife's everywhere. They just the deer ain't cooperating for us, but it's a beautiful place, and just making the most of the trip, man. Just thankful I got the opportunity to come up here and do this. You know, I've fished a lot of big tournaments up here on the upper Mississippi River, and I've always kind of wanted to come up here and try hunting, you know, and it seemed like a good idea last week whenever it was 40 degrees up here to try to come up here and make an early season hunt. But the cold weather went away, the hot weather come in, and the deer haven't been moving, but it's still been a blast, honestly. I've just really enjoyed my time up here, and we've still got a couple hunts left, so we're going to try to make something happen, but if it don't, it don't. I'm gonna enjoy the few days I got up here before we got to head back south. So, guys, you can't make this kind of stuff up. So I just gotta tell y'all this quick story. So over the last couple days, I've been going to eat this diner here in this little small town, and I mean, it's what you would like. It's the kind of town you dream of. Just a little small, tight-knit community, farming community. Everyone knows everyone. You go in the diner, and there's all the guys sitting there talking about everything, and you know, just an awesome little community, you know. And I go in there and I'm eating, and the guy asked me, he started asking me about the tracker, about the 1756 that I've been using. And we got talking about boats and hunting, and he asked me where I was hunting. I told him I was hunting public land, and he asked me if I had any luck. I told him no, you know, and we got talking about different things. And I was trying to get to a particular piece of public ground that required access through private ground, and he said he knew the farmer, and he said, oh yeah, you can get permission to go, you know, to go through his property, no problem, I'll give you his number. So he gave me the guy's number, and I called him, and he said that the property owner told me no, that he wasn't gonna allow no one to go through his property. And so I, you know, just kind of didn't think much of it and went on about my business. Hunted this morning, didn't see anything, and then went back to that diner, saw the guy again, and we got to talking, and he asked if I talked to the farmer, and I said yeah, and I told him, I said he told me no, and he's like, man, I can't believe he told you no. And he said, well, did you see anything this morning? I said, no, sir. And he said, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you just come hunt my farm? And I was kind of taken aback a little bit. I was like, man, you know, that'd be awesome. I was like, but I appreciate it. But no, you know, I don't know. I kind of, I mean, obviously I want to say yeah, but I didn't want to intrude on the guy, and that wasn't really my angle, you know. And so we got to talking, and we talked for a while, and you know, he said, nobody's bow hunting my farm. He's like, let me at least just show you around. I'll just show you my place. And I said, sure, you know, I'd love to see it, you know. So I follow the guy out there, and I'm telling you, this place is heaven on earth. Like, it is beautiful. I mean, an absolutely beautiful farm. They killed a 200+ inch deer off his farm 2 years ago during gun season. And I'm just like, holy smokes. He's like, look, man, you know, we got some tanks here, some ponds here, you know, oak trees here, got beans here, got corn here. Just find you a spot if you want to go. You know, I've just met so many phenomenal people on the road, and I'm just so thankful for that, you know. So we're headed over here to this farm that I just got permission to hunt, and I mean, you know, he told me just hunt wherever you want, you know, set your saddle up, do whatever you need to do. He's like, I got a couple stands here and there if you want to hunt those. I don't know what's going to become of it, but I can just say this, like, there are phenomenal people out there in this world, and I am so thankful for every one of them that I've got to meet along the way. It's pretty daggum humbling, man. Just sitting back here behind a big cornfield, kind of oak flat behind us. A little drizzling rain. It's a pretty afternoon. He said these does have been hammering his corn, so might try to take a doe out for him. I just smoked it though. She's down right there. Well, here she is, guys. Man, what an awesome end to my hunt here in Minnesota, my early season hunt. She got me out of breath dragging her out of the woods, but man, I couldn't be more thankful for a beautiful afternoon in the woods. Thankful for some meat in the freezer. You know, this week's been so much fun. Haven't seen a lot of deer, but more importantly than that, made some new friends, got to spend some time with some old friends, and it's just been a lot of fun. Got to fish on the river, try out that new Marsh 1756. That is a phenomenal boat from Tracker. Had a lot of fun in it. Wish I could have put a deer in it, but you know, I made a new friend this week. I met a farmer at the local diner I talked about earlier in the video. He gave me permission to come hunt this farm that I just harvested this deer on. And when a farmer tells me he's got a doe problem and he needs some help getting some does off his crops, I'm the guy. I'll take that any day, anytime, man. It was such a blessing and an opportunity to come out here and see this man's farm. He's got a beautiful farm, just a great small town farmer community, and just another example of just some of the amazing people that are out here, you know, and out there, you know. It just never ceases to amaze me. You know, this guy met me in a diner, nice enough to show me around his farm and asked me if I could help him take some does off. So I didn't get the shot on film, but I had a job to do, and we got her done. So I'm thankful for that. And cool thing is, he opened up the opportunity to maybe come back later in October and maybe chase the rut a little bit. So I'm looking at my calendar, seeing how I can mix things around, and we may definitely be back here come the last week of October. And I would love to see this place when the crops are off and the bucks are running. So we're gonna get her out of here, get her taken care of. She's gonna put some good food on the table. Thankful for this kill, thankful for this harvest, thankful for this day and this opportunity to just enjoy God's creation.